Hello everyone, hello and welcome. One moment, the music is a little bit louder than I thought it would be. Hang on. Still going to turn it down just a little bit. Okay, right. Hi and welcome everybody. I hope you're having a lovely day. Welcome to Friday. If you have any weekend plans, I hope they go swimmingly. Over here, so to give you an update on what's happening, I've finished about 10 minutes out of 12 for the latest bullshittery, which is SWAT 4/Ready or Not. I've decided to combine clips into the same bucket, essentially. And I've made a bullshittery. Where it's still 10 minutes, I would have finished it today. But it's a little bit longer owing to some recuts that I did in the last, say, 20% of the video. Realistically, there's about 3 scenes left. Truth be told, that's still a couple of days' work. So I probably won't work the weekend, if you'll forgive me. So, so the start of next week. And then the whole thing goes into the quality assurance process, I suppose. Although, just to be honest with you, so what I like to do is I like to leave the really tough bits to the end, because then I know for sure that the scenes in question are not just going to hit the cutting room floor and be lost. The effort that I would put in would be lost. So my point is, there's still quite a few, there's still quite a few big scenes left to edit that I've pushed right to the end. So, yeah. Thank you, Giovanni. Thank you, Evil Machine. Thank you, Ninchuku and Weasel D. Thank you, all of you. How is everyone? You all okay? Thank you, Duck. Thank you very much, Duck. Right. Okay. Hang on, have a quick sip. Where's she going? She's wandered off. She's off to find a warm radiator to flop near. Okay. So, insofar as this game, hang on a minute. So I'm going to be honest with you. So, regular watchers will know that I'm not the sort of person to look at trailers, and as a result, I have this habit of going in blind for a lot of things. So, I don't even know what this is, beyond the fact that it's a crime game, apparently. Now, I do also know another little factoid, just because somebody told me, something about its creators getting stabbed in the back horrifically. But again, I don't really know the details. So that's really the only 2 things I know. I know that it's a crime game, and I know that its creators got betrayed in some way. Yeah, but that's it really. So beyond that, it's completely blind. So a low commitment go. I might bounce off it. I might not. We'll see. We'll see entirely. So, yeah. Right. So here we go then. So welcome indeed. Again, if you're just joining the stream, I'm working on the bullshittery, but it's not quite done yet. Also, is that Moley? Is that ZF Moley? Hang on. It is! Hello there, ZF Moley. ZF Moley's in the chat, surprisingly still alive. Hope you're well, Moley. For those unfamiliar with Moley, we would meet up in Milton Keynes in men's toilets and dress each other up in spandex and lycra. Those were the days, eh? Right. Okay. Select archetype. The thinker, the sensitive, the physical, and the create your own. So, extremely intelligent, very bad with people is the thinker. Knows interesting facts, comes up with original ideas. The sensitive, very psychological, a magnetic personality, but unstable, might begin to lose his mind. What are these stats? Int, Psi, Phys, and MOT. My cars do one of those. Physical, extremely fit. Oh, hang on, these are the same people. This is the same man. These aren't different people. Okay. Thinker, sensitive, physical. Extremely physical, interacts with the world through his body, gets things done, but is dumb as a rock. Pretty lump beef broth. Hand-eye coordination, Inland Empire, encyclopedia. Don't know what that means. Well, I mean, I'm obviously the first one, in real life. Thank you, White X. Thank you very much, White X. And Giovanni and Evil Machine. What do you mean, sure? The chat's all going sure. With many, many U's. Uh-huh. Right. I think I'll go with the first one. So high int, low psych, the power to influence yourself and others. Okay. How well your body is built. Yeah, it's definitely me then. Okay. Yeah, we'll go with the first one, the thinker. Okay. Continue. The Furies are at home in the mirror. It is their address. Even the clearest water is deep enough to drown in. Begin.
There is nothing. Only warm primordial blackness. Your conscious ferments in it. No larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore. Ever. Never, ever.
Never ever?
Never, ever, ever, baby.
Huh? Okay, I'll simply keep on non-existing.
An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it.
Okay. The void sounds quite reasonable. The ancient, yeah, okay, right, so that's great.
Yes, it is.
Give me some more of that.
You got it, sweet brother. Nothing upon nothing upon nothing.
Yeah.
I know you do, baby. I know.
How about you cough up some more of that sweet oblivion?
Coming right up, sir. Smooth passage.
What's this? I want to get off. I like pain and burning lights and wanting things from the people who don't want to give them to me. No. Number 1, let's go.
Alright. Nothing town to fuck all borough.
Okay. Who the fuck am I speaking to? What is this? Ancient reptilian brain. A return trip to the silence, please.
Do you want me to upgrade that to a one-way trip, sir?
Don't stop, keep singing. Sing me the song of death. Am I dying?
The song of death is sweet and endless. But what is this? Somewhere in the sore, bloated man meat around you. A sensation. Like a fly to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering is firing up again. It wants to walk the desert, hurting, longing, dancing to disco music.
Okay. Mother help me, there's a head attached to my neck and I'm in it. Okay.
The stench of liquor rises from your mouth, and with it, an ungodly headache.
Help, someone cut my head off. It's trying to murder the rest of me.
A fiery streak penetrates your skull, trying to force your eyes open. It's a sound, a clarion call from hell.
Somehow, you know what it is. A Caprice Canema motor carriage.
Oh, I'm just shit-faced. I'm not dying, I'm just shit-faced. How did the devs get my bungalow? Also, it's nice of them to... I see that Amelia Tyler's still quite popular there as the narrator. Right. Okay. So, what's going on? I'm in my underpants. What's that? Okay. Clothes? Grab some clothes? I'm really hungover. Right, take all. Disco Ass Blazer. Spirit Decor. Hang on. Hold tab to highlight. Okay. Why is my tie on the fucking propeller? On the fucking thing? Take a look. Items gained. I see, I'm getting dressed. There we go. Right, where's my shirt? I'll grab my tie. Can I grab my tie?
This fan has 2 chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades.
What's this, sorry? Even? Always lose, always win. This is a white check, you may retry it. Pull on the fan. Okay, so grab, I see. So I can roll to just grab the tie. Well, no, just fucking pull on the fan. Number 2.
The blades come squeaking to a halt. It should be easier to reach the tie now.
I see. So fan is turned off, +3. Okay. This is a white check, you may retry it.
You swoop up and catch the tie. Snap. It's released from the blade. What you have in your hand is a truly hideous necktie with 4 or 5 different patterns. The knot reminds you of a noose.
Okay. Pull on the light bulb.
A terrible mistake. Turn the lights off immediately. You can practically feel the photons burning a hole in your brain.
Okay, turn it off.
The lights are off.
So am I an alcoholic detective then? Hang on. Where's my shirt? Bottle, hang on. This magnum-sized bottle of Commodore Red is empty. Wait, yellow.
You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pants.
Fish them out.
It says whirling in rags on the aluminium key ring. There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it. It should open the door. The whirling in rags is a hostel cafeteria on the urban coast, frequented by dock workers.
Wait, encyclopedia. That was the thing that was... so when I picked the thinker, it said encyclopedia. Perception, hearing. I see. So these are the sources of each... I see. So is this voice my knowledge as the thinker class, perhaps? I'm not sure. Don't know whether... Oh, is it... I see. My face, or at least a human face, book, encyclopedia, information in the form of a brain. I see. What's this? This reel-to-reel tape player is still on, rolling empty. What happened in here? Did I just trash the place when I was shit-faced? What's this on the floor? Oh, that's my shirt. Looks like someone tore out the tape while the song was playing. What's this? Empty cassette case. Item gained. Do I have an inventory of some kind? Aha! Okay. There used to be a tape in this case, but it was destroyed in a fit of rage. Something about Etigne's single, smallest church in Saint Seine, must have rubbed someone the wrong way. The label says the song was recorded in 43. Neck, I see. Some gear that I can put on. Still don't have a shirt. What's that there? Ah, 1 green shoe. I'll take it. It's now on my foot. Where's my other shoe? Aha, could that be my shirt? What's that in the bar? Okay, hang on. I see. The yellow icon indicates conversation, maybe? Words fail to describe how rank it smells in here. They should have sent a poet. You see bottles in the bathtub. Wine, beer, and sweet liquors. My shirt? Aha, my shirt. There we go. Cool, I'm now wearing my shirt.
A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off. Was this not the same Elon that founds empires and lays waste to cities? Virile, uncaring towards the little things?
Conceptualization succeeded. Let's see. Okay.
Probably not, no. Hot water sprays from the faucet's base, and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself, just a vague impression of a man. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor.
Wipe the mirror.
As you slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror. Abort. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it.
Inland Empire. What does that mean? Inland Empire. Easy versus total. Better not to know. Maybe I should touch it first, make sure there's nothing wrong with my face.
Yeah, there is definitely something wrong with it.
What's wrong?
Where to even begin? There is the bloatedness, then the swollenness. It's like there's an upholstery of alcohol underneath your skin.
I touch my tongue.
It's not. It's swollen and snail-like, wriggling between your fingers.
I touch my nose.
Bet you are. Your nose feels like a small balloon in the middle of your face. It hurts when you honk it. It doesn't appear to be a particularly tiny nose either. Not with all the drinks it's absorbed for you.
So is this something I've done to myself? Was I beaten up? The key in my pocket from a tavern or something? Like a pub? What did it say? Like a drinking establishment. Did I get the shit kicked out of me, maybe? I'm scared. I want to stop doing this. No, wipe the mirror now.
Behold.
Ooh. Okay.
You have no idea who this thing is, do you?
This is the face of a late-stage alcoholic. Dear Lord, help me. What is this?
Whatever it is, at least it's dead now. There's clearly rigor mortis on your face. Oh, wait. Is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face?
I'm not making it. The face is making it itself.
Please stop. It's horrible. You're scaring yourself.
No, I keep making the face.
You can't, can you? It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that grin into your face, and now it won't come off. What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey?
Hang on. I'm insinuating that I'm vaguely sympathetic. I think I'm sort of pulling it off, too. In a sad, has-been kind of way. There's some charm to it.
There might have been, 10 years ago. It's little more than a cadaverous spasm now.
Being sassed by my own brain. What's this? Encyclopedia roll. Formidable 13. Dig into your mind to locate the source of the expression. Electrochemistry. What the fuck is that? Impossible 18. Attempt to stop the expression. Let them leave the mirror. Yeah, okay. Locate the source of the expression.
It belongs in the new, the third decade of the current century. Enough time had passed from the failure of the revolution that, for a fleeting moment, free market economy seemed like the ultimate, uncontested way of life for our species.
I don't know what any of that meant. Belongs in the new, the third decade of the current century. Enough time has passed from the failure of the revolution. Revolution? Free market economy?
Things were good. It was smooth sailing. People made gold and champagne-tinted interiors and facades to suit the times, calling this the new style. But more importantly, disco happened. For Revachol, your city, that meant only one thing. Guillaume le Million. If it doesn't rhyme, you're not pronouncing it right. Out of the dazzling swirl of disco music, in an open-air boîte de nuit, somewhere in Revachol West, Guillaume's blonde mane appeared on the screen. He sang some bullshit. Then he made the expression.
Things were good, smooth sailing, people made gold. Some sort of revolution, cultural revolution. Disco happened. Music, does it mean literally or is it referring to something else? Guillaume de le Mignon, is that wine? Out of the swirling disco music in the open air. No, it's a person. Guillaume le Mignon. sang some bullshit, a singer, and then made this expression. Am I doing the impression of a singer? A disco singer or something like fucking... Oh god, is that going to be... Hang on, is that my profile pic? Is it stuck like... Does that what he mean? Is that what he means? Is my profile pic now stuck this way? Oh, fucking hell. Okay. How long ago was the new... anything else? Who am I? Why did I drink myself into oblivion?
You have some understanding of the near history of disco. The rest is darkness. Aside from the useless fact that the motor carriage outside was a caprice canema.
Disco, is it a location? Okay. How long ago was the new? Nouns.
Some 20-odd years. There is a vast ocean of time between right now and the expression. Looking good on you, or anyone. Humanity has run aground in that time. It's a different world now. The expression is a relic.
Is that literal, or is it the sense that, are you saying that there was some sort of cultural revolution and I'm remembering it and smiling and now things have gone to shit? In the world, maybe? Okay, I think it's time then. So I adopted it. Why? No, ask that question.
Everyone loved it. Maybe you thought some of the stardust would rub off on you. Maybe it did. Either way, it's all gone now. Only the grimace remains.
Okay, I guess that's it then.
It doesn't have to be. You can swoon over Guillaume and his champagne-corked smile whenever you want to. Maybe some of the stardust will return.
Let the mirror be for now. Great. So am I stuck with this constant expression now? Or at least the profile picture. So wait, so am I a washed up detective looking to sort of relive the old times? Everyone loved it some decades ago. Anyway, sorry, for those joining, welcome. Sorry, did I trash this place? Number 1, is that my flat or is this a hotel room? Have I been beaten up or am I just drunk? What's this? Is this the view? Can I look through it?
The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in.
Assess the damage. So visual calculus 5. What does that mean? Hang on. Can't see. Can I? What's that? Oh. Thought cabinet. What's a thought cabinet? Guillaume Le Million. Whatever happened to him? With his ample mane and sparkling teeth, beguiling the tattered remains of the nation. Am I him? No. While you suffered and suffered, did he dematerialize in a cloud of cocaine dust? No. What is this? Sorry. Are these topics to browse? Maybe I haven't discovered most of them yet. Maybe they get highlighted when I do. Advanced race theory? Sort dates. What's this here? Psych. Total intellect. Total physique. Why is it spelled like that? Okay. Interesting. Thought cabinet. What's this here? Notebook. What's this? Oh, interesting. Conceptualization, visual calculus, intellect, psych. Are these... I'm not schizophrenic, am I? Or are these just elements of my mind? Inland Empire, psych, physique, endurance, pain threshold. This is certainly fucking interesting. So each of these are providing perspectives in the conversations that I'm going to have. So, yeah, Encyclopedia is the one that I got by default. Call upon all your knowledge, producing fascinating trivia. I've got that one in real life, by the way. Rhetoric. Practice the art of persuasion. Bloody hell. Drama. Play the actor. Lie. Detect lies. Conceptualization. Understand creativity. See art in the world. Visual calculus. Reconstruct crime scenes. Make laws of physical work. Make laws of physical work for the law. Okay. So what's this? What's psych? Hold yourself together. Keep your morale up. Inland empire. Hunches and gut feelings. Dreams in waking life. Empathy. Authority. Spirit decor. Suggestion. Interesting. I suppose if you go a different way with your character, you can get very different interactions throughout the game for the sake of the replay value, maybe. The window stands broken in the frame. Visual calculus in my intellect tree. High chance of succeeding.
The shards face outward. Whatever broke this window came from the inside.
Okay, so presumably I trashed this place, maybe. Did I break it with my own hand? I look at my hands.
A fine web of scarring covers the back of your right hand, but none of it is recent.
What did this then?
More likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from pulling a tool back in after impact.
Okay. Assess the size of the impact.
It is too large for a bullet, yet too small for a piece of furniture. You're looking for something heavy and larger than your fist. The single green shoe you found fits the hole almost as well as your foot. It would have also been heavy enough if thrown with force.
I threw my shoe through the window?
Congratulations. You smashed the window with your own shoe. Now you only have one. If you're lucky, you could still find the other one on the balcony outside. The door to it should be outside your room.
Maybe it wasn't me.
You mean someone else took your shoe off and smashed the window with it?
Yeah.
This person also forced the drinks on you.
Yeah. Exactly. Medium success logic there. Oh, you being sarcastic logic. No, don't start being sarcastic with me. I can't tolerate that. I should go get the shoe.
A cool wind gushes in. Your toes curl up from the cold.
Okay, I only have one shoe. For those joining the stream, I'm waking up with a hangover. Just to clarify, yeah, I'm a washed-up detective waking up with a hangover in a room that's clearly trashed. What was that in my pocket again? There was a key to something. Find your other shoe. Map. Electrochemistry impossible. What's that over there? Is that just the mirror? No, what's that? Was this like after the CSGO drinking game? Oh my god. Oh my god, sorry. A brief fucking tangent. That CSGO drinking game was a huge fucking mistake. I'm never drinking tequila again. I have never been... So, I was totally inexperienced when it came to, like, shots, essentially. I didn't drink as much as I put on the video's number tag. I clearly got it wrong, insofar as because I didn't have a shot glass I was drinking, so I misjudged it. But the point is, I woke up with the worst hangover I have ever experienced. I was hunched over my toilet in my flat with... my hand on the toilet basin and the other hand in a box of Cheerios, and I was oh my god, my head was pounding. Every time I ate anything, I would just vomit up a few seconds later. The whole day, like most of the afternoon, it was like that. It was awful. I am never, ever touching tequila again. Ever. Ever. I don't care if I live to 100. I'm never touching tequila again. Right, what's this? Is that door? No, just locked. Okay. So where are we then? Sorry, something about a revolution? Everyone liked it decades ago, and I'm smiling, trying to relive the look of some dude? The champagne or something? Hello. Oh. Maybe it is a hotel. What's that? Conversation. Rivakal? Zone of control. 0 centigrade. Black ice warning. Is that the name of the town that we're in? There's something on the table. Money. Is it mine? It is now. Is the game loud? Is the game too loud? Nostromo, I could turn it down.
Hello, officer.
Officer. The calendar says it's March. The year is 51. Hello.
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips. Her eyes are brown and her face is speckled with birthmarks. She can't be more than 28.
Perception sight. 1 second. What's that then? Wait, is it? No, that's not correct. What am I looking for? Nope, that's not correct either. This thing here. Sight. What are you? Perception sight. Here. So motorics? Hand-eye coordination, perception, reaction speed. Oh, okay. See, hear, and smell everything. Let no detail go unnoticed. I see. I can level them up individually, can I? Okay. Okay. Easy success.
A silver jumpsuit falls off her like scale armor, sparkling. This is the sparkle of too many nights out on the city.
Officer, am I military personnel?
No.
She seems perplexed by the question. Then why did you call me officer?
Because you're a police officer, sir.
You're shitting me.
I'm not. Unless you've been shitting us all this time.
All this time.
You've been here for 3 days. On official police business, no less.
What business is that?
Couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
You have no doubt about the drinking. But do you strike yourself as a tight-lipped drunk? She must have heard something.
Who in their right mind would let me be an officer? No. What's this? Suggestion. Challenging 12. Try the expression on her. Let her know that I want her physically. No! Don't be a creep. Look at this. Sorry, chat. Look at this. If this guy walked out behind and smiled like this, you'd run a fucking mile. No, don't be creepy to the lady just enjoying her cigarette. Okay. I might not know where I am, or who I am, or what Copris Kinemina is. How I know what one sounds like. Sorry, what's she talking about? Did she mention that? Police officer. No, maybe I should just leave her alone. Why don't I remember being a cop or anything else?
Could it be because of the drinking?
Fair point. She raises an eyebrow. The cigarette sizzles.
She hasn't had time to put her makeup on. This is her morning cigarette. She looks tired, her beauty waning faster than it ought to at her age.
Okay. I should be going now.
Of course. Be careful, officer. They don't like the police around here.
Something stirs in you as she's about to go. Call it an instinct, a need. The need to ask questions. It's like you said the words 1,000,000 times before. She looks back at you, a light glinting off her eyes.
What if I don't want to ask questions? Before you go, I have some questions. No, the former.
You're a cop, Harry. It is unnatural of you not to want to ask questions.
Okay. Harry. You just called me Harry. Well, is that my name, or is that just an expression? You're a cop, Harry. Wait to have some questions before you go.
Yes.
Am I Harry? Yes, you're a wizard, Harry. What is it that they have against the police here?
The dock workers are pretty cocky. They think they're police enough. At least here on the coast. I can't say about the rest of the city.
The dock workers are pretty cocky. They think they're police enough. Okay. Where exactly is here? Where am I?
You're in a hostel, sir.
No, where are we? Where in the world?
We are in Revachol.
Revachol.
Revachol is the disgraced former capital of the world. divided into zones of control under foreign occupation. Half a century after a failed world revolution, she is central to our moment in time.
Disgraced former capital of the world. Divided into zones of control under foreign occupation. Shit. Am I one of those occupiers if I'm a police officer? Okay. Revachol forever. Should that mean something to me? Should that mean something to me?
You sure look like you're from Revachol. Revachol parties.
Her accent suggests she is not from around here. She's from Aranye, another part of the world.
Okay. Tell me, is it 51 now, the year?
It's 51.
Don't say what century, that sounds ridiculous. Tell me something else.
Yeah?
Yes, did you hear anything last night?
There was the usual ruckus. Loud disco music.
Loud disco music. So I was playing loud disco music whilst drinking, and then for some reason I took my shoe off and threw it through the window and ripped up the tape. Did I have any visitors?
I couldn't say. It's impossible to hear people speaking from over here.
Loud disco music, question.
Oh, yes. Various artists. Ostentatious orchestration prime among them.
She raises an eyebrow, waiting for the name to connect with you. Ostentatious orchestrations.
Oh, that. Yeah. Whoa. The less said about OO, the better.
My encyclopedia. Are you sassing me for my music tastes?
Oh, were huge where I come from. I was very young then, of course. Like 7. Life gets hard, but we go on.
Yeah, we go on all right.
I don't know about that. At around 2 o'clock, the disco stopped, and there was a change of pace.
What happened?
A slow, sad song started playing, like organ music on repeat. That went on for quite a while. Some of the time, you were yelling along to it.
What was I singing?
That it doesn't matter anymore and that we're alone now. It was difficult to tell. The song itself was very quiet and soft, but you sounded like a winded boar, sir. It was hard to understand what you were singing on top of it.
Sorry.
Don't be. I was going out later anyway. It didn't bother me.
Then what happened? Also, can I just point out, as a Brit, this is intensely awkward. When somebody slaps their knees and gets up, when they walk away from you, when they physically turn, and especially if they've got their hand on a door, it means they're trying to leave. It is intensely rude to continue a conversation with this person. She's doing it out of politeness right about now. And I'm just like, wait, one more thing. What was I singing? Oh, well, yeah. Okay, then what happened?
Then you started screaming and trashed the place.
Okay. That's so me. Are you sure I wasn't being assaulted?
No, it didn't sound like there was a fight. It sounded like someone was trashing their room. A window was smashed. The tape player, probably. The song stopped. And furniture, too. A real destructathon. There was screaming. Then I think you passed out.
Okay. I think I've heard enough. No, wait, was there anything else?
There was. I think you screamed that you didn't want to be this type of animal anymore. I may have misheard, but it was sort of memorable. I went out afterwards. Everything was quiet by then, around 4 or 5. And that was it.
Okay, well, you can go now.
Glad to have been of assistance.
Thank you, Kajasi. Interesting. Okay, so... Hello. My autosave. So playing loud disco music, 21... So she said she... Well, my observation said that she was about 28, and she said that that music was popular where she was from, was popular, so it isn't anymore, back when she was 7. So I've been listening to, 21-year-old music, and then something with organs started playing? And then by the sounds of it, I got sad, got angry, and smashed up the room. For some reason. What's this? Nothing. Just ignore it. A cigarette. Looks like she left a nice long stub in the ashtray. It's still smoking. Maybe she was just desperate to get away from the creepy man. Okay. This is the weekend edition of the satirical newspaper Trompe Le Monde. Let's go downstairs. Revitrol, eh? Where am I? Oh. Pretty dilapidated, isn't it? Okay. Anyway, sorry, for those joining the stream, welcome. I'm just trying this for the first time. I seem to be a washed-up detective well, I think I'm a detective, or at least a police officer, who woke up in the room that I seem to have trashed in the early hours of the morning. Is that a bird? What is that?
A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter, inspecting a stuffed seabird. As you approach, he gives you a sideways glance, then looks down again. Everything is cool between you and this guy. He's a big fan. Make some small talk.
I look at the stuffed bird.
A competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown seabird lies among piles of coasters and drying mugs. One of its wings broken. The man is trying to mend it. Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it, most likely on a wall. This is the Great Skua. The seabird is the symbol for the discovery of the Insulindian Isola, the part of the world you are in right now. The small steel tag says as much. The Great Skua. Stegosaurus Skua.
That's the Great Skua, right?
Look, your buddy is over there.
He looks at the door, where a man in a bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor.
Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
Okay. What do you mean, my buddy?
He pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird instead.
I'll leave him alone. Buddy in a bomber jacket. Can I pan the camera, or is it attached to me? Right click. Chat, is there a way to pan the camera? Because for some reason it's going sideways. Zoom. Oh, I see. There we go. Bomber jacket. Buddy in a bomber jacket? Oh, wait. Can I move faster? Oh, there we go. Was it a double click? It was a double click. Is that a microphone? No. A big old karaoke mic just waiting for someone to sing into it. This is where the lyrics would be. What's that there? The speaker is connected to the radio. The music is seasoned with static. This is a water cooler. A large bubble is rising to the surface. The menu has been wiped clean. Only the word Monday is written on it. I don't like that word. Him. You in the bomber jacket. Apparently you're my buddy? Who are you?
A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. You.
Kim Kitsuragi.
As you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting. On the sleeve of his bomber jacket, as well as on its back, are the same enigmatic white rectangles as on your blazer.
I shake his hand.
Hello, I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
Precinct 57, Lieutenant. 41st. I'm the 41st?
You realize he's waiting for your name.
Conceptualization medium 11, invent a name for myself. I'm going to say nothing. I'm going to say nothing and I'm going to smile, this winning smile at him.
It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
What he means is, he has been trying to meet up with you for 2 days, but you have been otherwise occupied.
Really? That sucks. Hang on. Saturday, have you had time to talk to the manager? Yeah, I just talked to him.
If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area. Now that I'm here as well. I understand the scene is out back, right?
Scene? What scene?
It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews?
I have, yes.
Good. But even if you haven't, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
There's a dead body in a... Why is there a dead body in a tree? No.
So, the body is still in the tree, where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
Okay. There's a dead body here? Did I come here to investigate a case, just get shit-faced and crash in the hotel room? Okay. So, how can you be sure I'm from the police?
I was sent here to meet a detective from Precinct 41. You have the insignia of the Citizens Militia on your sleeve and on your back.
He points to your jacket. Wait, Precinct 41? Detective Precinct 41 from the Citizens Militia. So maybe I'm not part of whatever occupying force, if I'm part of a Citizens Militia. Okay, so a citizen police force for whatever's happened here in Revachol?
I suppose you could be impersonating him. You could have gotten the insignia from the black market or forged it. But for now, I'm going to set those possibilities aside. I'm not from the Inspectorate General.
Inspectorate General means internal affairs. What he's saying is he's not from the Rat Squad and isn't supposed to suspect such things.
Okay. You mean internal affairs?
Yes, but I'm not them. I'm from criminal investigation.
Okay. You said insignia. These white rectangles, you mean? I point to my sleeve.
Yes.
But they're just white rectangles.
They're not just white rectangles. They bear a halogen watermark with the letters RCM and a pattern resembling the street grid of Revachol West.
I knew that.
I would ask you to step into the headlights of my motor carriage, but again, it's none of my concern. I just need you to do your job.
Okay. But shouldn't I have a badge or something? I check my pockets.
You mean you don't have a badge?
I pretend that I found it. I have my badge. I'm a policeman, and I have my badge.
Oh, if you didn't have your badge, then that would be very bad. You would need to report it on my shortwave. But since you do have it, we can go straight to the task at hand.
Yes. What were we supposed to do again?
Talk to the manager. Then we go out back and take the body down.
Let's go, buddy.
After you, officer.
Yes.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your party.
Uh-oh.
You can talk to him whenever by interacting with him.
I'm in way over my head. Okay. Oh, he's going to follow me now, is he? Hello. It's not there.
Hello, sweetie.
Lena, the cryptozoologist's wife. Hello, sweetie. The elderly woman turns to you with a smile.
Wait, who's Sweetie?
Reaction speed, easy success. Who's sweetie? Who's sweetie?
Why, you are, officer.
Maybe I am.
And have you found anyone to be sweet to?
She smiles conspiratorially. No, I'm done with mating rituals. She's not coming on to you, dude. Hang on. I don't really want to talk about that right now. Just have a cordial conversation. Why are you being weird? All of these options are weird. Just say good day, ma'am. I don't really want to talk about that right now.
I'm sorry if I was being overly familiar. I know we've only just met. You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I completely forgot to introduce myself.
She slaps herself on the forehead.
I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
Her eyes glitter over the rims of her glasses as she looks up, smiling.
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
The fuck? Are you going to keep... Hang on, Spirit de Corp. Are you going to keep suggesting random morale-improving things? You seem to be in a chair. Dude, don't do that. Fucking hell. What are you doing? Oh yeah, hi, you seem to be disabled. Hang on. She's also elderly, dude. Of course she's in a fucking chair. How would you like to roll with me? No. I don't know if you've noticed, but I don't know where I am, or what I'm doing, or anything.
Yes, officer. You look rather dazed. Like a stunned fox. But surely things can't be that bad.
Her eyes follow your movements with some concern. I drank so hard I forgot. Literally everything.
Oh my. You know where we are, right?
The Whirling Rag... Oh, I see. Sorry, I assume that the Whirling Rags cafeteria was a place where sailors were and where I came from drinking, but... Okay, so we're in the Whirling Rags cafeteria.
That's right. And where is the Whirling in Rags cafeteria itself located?
In Revachol.
Yes, indeed. We are in the fine city of Revachol.
All I know is that Revachol used to be really cool in the 30s. Revachol is the disgraced capital of the world. No, say the second one. Maybe she'll, think back with you.
The new disco dancing. It seems like a lifetime ago.
Her eyes are filled with light, reflecting off those gilded years when the city seemed full of possibilities. Okay. So, yeah, some sort of decline? The new. Was that the name of the revolution that they had? And then some sort of decline, an occupation.
Much has changed, but it is still the most beautiful city in the world. A rare jewel set in the sand between the pines. Everyone says so, even foreigners.
There's a pause as she studies your expression. You must look quite lost. Sorry, I apologise, chat. I'm also missing all the subs, aren't I? Thank you, Masturbator. Thank you, Pebble Person. Madness Assault. Big Shot Sam. Freeze-Dried Salt. Killy by the Way. Belladeth Lurking Dane. A Wall of Livers. Yeah, that does say livers. That's creepy. And Coffee Lisk. Thank you, all of you. Thank you sincerely, folks. All right. Sorry, confused me there for a second. It's the background music. I thought it was my phone. Okay.
Speaking of history, you know what year it is? Yes?
It's May of 51, I believe.
That's right, dear. How splendid. Here, take this pen. Knowledge should always be rewarded.
Thanks.
Her relief is palpable. She was getting pretty worried about you there, but now she relaxes her shoulders.
I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government?
I don't know that part. So some kind of democracy, maybe. I'd like to think it's the dictatorship of the proletariat, but something tells me it's not. Our leaders are fierce warriors who traverse the plains on steeds. Civilizations cower before us. 4. We are governed by intelligent machines that perform calculations to determine the freest market. Everyone hustles and grinds like a badass visionary. 5. Radios are being used to control people's minds and distort our perception of reality, concealing our true masters, foreigners, and women. 6. Cop. We're living under a cop regime. I don't know. Honestly, I have no idea. I like to think it's the dictatorship of the proletariat, but something tells me it's not. Why would anyone like to think that? Let's say some kind of democracy.
Nope. Sadly not. Revachol is what's called a zone of control, under an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition. We have no government of our own, and what democracy we have is market-driven.
Thank you, Dark Youngling. Thank you. Revachol is a zone of control under an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition. Okay. Why?
Meaning, buying is voting.
Okay. If there's no government, how come there are cops? Well, we're militia, apparently. I don't know what to say. No, this is the first one. If there's no government, how come there are cops?
Oh dear.
She shakes her
And you
head.
were doing so well. There aren't any cops in Revachol, not in the traditional sense. The status of law enforcement has been a complicated matter since the revolution. But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break. Besides, I'm not the best person to explain the big things to anyone.
She's scared now.
Oh.
She's realized you really are brain damaged.
Half-light. What's half-light? A voice in my head. Half-light. Physique. Let the body take control. Threaten people. What the fuck? Violence. Who could tell me... No, what is this revolution you mentioned?
A defeat, I'm afraid. The people of this archipelago tried to build something new, something different. The rest of the world didn't like it, so they came and ended it. This was 42 years ago.
42 years ago. Okay. Oh, I see. Was it like a... yeah, okay, I'm with you. A coalition? I see. Was this like a French Revolution situation where, oh no, it's now a threat to all the other powers who could have revolutions in their own locations, so they got to come in and occupy? Okay. What does it have to do with not being cops? But I'm a cop. What does it have to do with there not being cops?
It has something to do with everything. I really don't know how to explain it better.
Okay. Who could tell me more?
Someone more educated in sweeping matters. Maybe you should ask.
She turns to the lieutenant.
No. I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either. I'm a detective.
Of course. Then I don't know. Someone rich, maybe? Wealthy people are educated. Though I don't know where you would find a wealthy person in Martinez.
So in a poor district, wealthy people are educated. Fuck, is this... okay. What's that called again? It's being ruled by the rich? Okay, so buying is voting. Kleptocracy? Oligarchy? Okay.
That's a good point. This doesn't look like Rich Central.
Okay. Don't say that either, dude. Firstly, don't draw attention to the fact that she's in a wheelchair. But secondly, don't say, okay, it's say, would you like to join us, madam? Not, would you like to roll with me? You know, just, you're being an arsehole. Fucking hell. Pick your words carefully. No, I've got to get going now, madam.
Of course, dear. Good luck with your case.
She gives you a small wave. Take care, Lena. Okay. What's that thing there? This royal pinball machine is unplugged. Yeah, this place is pretty filthy. Okay. The sign reads, Mess Hall reserved for union members. Door opens at 4 o'clock. You can have a conversation with the curtain. Inside, you catch a glimpse of union paraphernalia, a strike poster, some red pendants. Go through the door. Let's speak with the manager. So wait, is this a proper crime scene then? What's this, sorry? Purple, blue, purple?
You should totally sing karaoke here, the first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast, oceanic soul.
What the fuck is Inland Empire? Hang on. Sorry, for those joining the stream, it seems to be like a crime detective narrative thing, but my head is filled with a whole bunch of voices. So what's this? Inland Empire. Hunches and gut feelings. Dreams in waking life. Okay. Psych. Your power to influence others. Okay. Level up. Interesting. No. My soul is immense. My soul is modest. It's normal sized. My soul is puny. My soul's cubic content is obscured by the hangover.
Of course. At this point, precise measurements of your soul can only be performed from the outside. It needs to be heard. Through a PA system. By other people.
No. No, we're not doing that. We're not subjecting these poor people to my singing. I see. So when that ring appeared above my head, I see. So interact with my own brain. That's what's going on here. Right. And the different colours are different, like, things here? I see. Intellect, psych, physique, and motorics. That's a rather cool mechanic, isn't it? I like it. All these different conversations. Okay, so that means intellect. So let me double check that. Yes, so that's. So I've noticed something. So, oh fuck. Did I get rid of it by opening that? Oh, okay. Don't do that in the future. Just click it. There we go. Click it. A woman's hand wrote yesterday's menu. Today starts in a man's handwriting. Okay. Let's speak to the manager.
The man with the unimpressive beard
does that mean the
notices
body's a
you
woman?
approaching. He drops the ledger he was holding and turns to the lieutenant.
Huh. So if it's written in a man's handwriting, is the body a woman? The unimpressive beard notices you approaching. He drops the ledger.
Mr. Gart, right? You run this place.
The lieutenant glances into his little notebook.
Yes.
He responds tersely.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41...
He looks at you, realizing he still doesn't know your name. I give my name. The Harbinger of No, don't do that. I'm currently between names.
Fantastic.
Oh, fuck. Kim is about to say something. I let him.
Right. Now, I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene. It also took you a while to call us and report the dead body. It was you who placed the call, yes?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you.
Oh.
She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
He looks behind the pile of coasters, finds a slip of paper, and hands it to the lieutenant.
This sounds like something you can use to call this Sylvie later.
No! Oh, I see. Just for the crime investigation, of course.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many, many cafeterias I manage.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
I didn't imply that. Detective.
He turns to you.
He probably means this is where you step in and ask your questions.
Right. Questions. I've got this.
His face expresses profound doubt in your having this.
I like the narrator, by the way. I think they made a good choice for the voice actor.
Ask him about the body's location before asking if he killed him. People give up information in the more innocuous questions, which you can later use in the more sinister ones, not vice versa.
Thank you, Rhetoric. Also, it's a bit crowded in my skull right about now. Okay, ask him about the body's location before asking if he killed him. Okay. Are you the bartender?
No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager.
You look like the bartender.
That period of my life is over. Not everyone who stands behind a counter is a bartender, okay? I'm the cafeteria manager.
What's the difference?
I have 3 cafeterias I manage. 3. Get over it.
Of course, of course. Where's the body?
Behind this building, there's a courtyard. They hoisted him up on a tree there.
He points to the kitchen behind him. They hoisted him up. And how do we get there, then?
That's easy. See that door there? First you exit through that. Then, to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big one. You can get to the courtyard through there. No need for the keys. The hole is big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry to fit through.
This man means the heavy cavalry of the innocents Franco-Negro, sweeping over the plains and nations of the enemies of mankind. 5th century style. Unified currency and the concept of cool came in their wake. They wore lamella and carried guns. But first and foremost, Franco-Nigerian heavy cavalry was really, really wide. That hole in the fence must be enormous.
Franco-Nigerian Cavalry. What a cool fucking... what a cool fucking name. Okay. Right. So, who killed him? Why did Sylvie go away? Who killed him?
I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your job.
Fair point, sir. Oh, God.
This is it. He said they hoisted him up on a tree. Who is this they, if he doesn't know?
Before you said they hoisted him up onto a tree, who did you mean by they?
Oh, people are saying it was the union dock workers, that it was a lynching.
Who is saying that?
The locals, the customers, the people who eat here. A lot of dock workers eat here. Sylvie told me everyone knows the dock workers did it.
Did the debarders themselves tell her this, or is it a rumor?
I don't really know. You'll have to ask her.
Did the debardeurs themselves tell her this? What does that mean? Not sure what that means yet. Why would the dock workers lynch this man? Also, thank you Jumping Through Hoops and JD. Thank you Stan PC Gaming and $1. Thank you all of you.
I would suppose it's because they have nothing better to do.
Yeah, you know, you're just bored hanging out. Just kill someone and lynch them, sure.
You mean the strike?
Strike?
Yes, the strike. The man they hanged was a security guard for the harbour company, I hear. A mercenary. The unionistas probably thought they'd send a message.
Okay. Did you kill him? Did you kill him?
What are you, crazy? Of course I didn't kill him.
I have other questions.
The lieutenant turns the page in the little notebook he's been scribbling in.
Why did Sylvie go away?
She went away because none of your business.
Have they not been telling you you're a cop?
Fine.
Extra fine.
That's all.
Let's go.
Okay. Task complete. Interview the manager. Sorry, the bartender.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real.
Slip away unnoticed. For real? What kind of arsehole cop slips away? 130 real? What's real?
Oh, excuse me. You owe me 130 real.
He pronounces the R with a mock aristocratic accent.
The IIR, or Inter-Isolary Real, is the global reserve currency. Whatever part of the world you're in right now, it's safe to assume he means you owe him some money.
Oh, by real, you mean some sort of street cred, right?
No, you don't owe me street cred. You owe me money. You owe this establishment 130 real.
He points at the red ledger on the counter. What exactly is money?
What are you, a philosopher?
Oh, fuck. No, I'm just getting my bearings.
Money is what grown-up people use to pay for things. Things like this hostel room or 8 bottles of potent blend
8?
and 9 packs of Royal Extra. We use it for everything, really.
I see. I proceed to show him the coins that I found. Is this money? God, it's like playing a low int character in the first Fallout game. You ever done that? You literally find the water chip and chew on it. I show him the coins that I found. Is this money?
Yes, it is.
I count them and give them to him. That's 10 plus 10 plus 20 equals 40. I'm now down to 90, right?
No, you see, that's 40 cents. Cents are a form of currency 100 times smaller than the real. I'm not even going to take this. Come back when you have 130 real.
Okay.
The cafeteria manager stands silently, looking at the coppers on the counter before him. Isn't it evil? The order of magnitude between what is asked of a person and what they have.
Darkness rides. Pick up the coins. Just keep that to myself. Pick up the coins before I say anything else that's weird.
There's a shuffle of nylon as Lieutenant Kitsuragi looks for something in the pockets of his orange bomber.
You're under arrest. Watch the lieutenant. You're like, what? Me? Okay. Shuffle of nylons as Lieutenant looked for something in the pockets of his orange bomber. He's not trying to pay for me, is he? Okay. What happens now?
I'm sorry, but he has to pay. I can't let him stay here any longer if he doesn't. If he doesn't have the money by tonight, then...
Officer, maybe you're better off working this from home for now. You live in Jamrock, right? It's not that far away.
Okay. I have a home? Okay. I don't remember where my home is.
Officer, you really need to take this up with your station. I have a shortwave radio in my car. Call them, ask for assistance. We have to get this investigation started now.
Yes.
Good luck.
The man wants to say something, then he thinks better of it. Logic.
By the way,
No.
where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it.
I really don't remember.
But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere.
I don't know. Near? South? Maybe?
You don't really know, do you?
I don't. Does that mean I'm homeless?
South, maybe. Doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money.
Could I trace the way back somehow to the exact street, the exact number on the building?
You can try. Run some addresses in your head when you get the time. Maybe a street or an apartment will appear.
Okay. Anyway, for people joining who aren't sure what they're looking at, yes, I seem to have genuinely lost my memories. I'm a detective who went on a bender for 3 days or 2 days, drinking a shit ton of wine and smoking cigarettes, I think. And I can't remember who the fuck I am. But apparently, oh hello, what does that mean? Motortronics? The soft purr of an electric juicer comes from the kitchen. Someone is working. Also, 1 second, we have a visitor. Hi, sweetie. Hi, are you okay? Before I started the stream, everybody, I had the huge predicament of needing a wee-wee while she was flopped atop my lap getting cuddles. Come here. Yeah, so I couldn't move. And for those unfamiliar, her name is Lulu. I got her back in 2016, the year that I went full-time as a YouTuber and a live streamer, and she's now soon turning 9. She's my old lady now. But today she had some tuna for dinner, and she had some snacks, and she went to the park that she loves. So she's a happy girl, and after this stream we're going to have a sit-down cuddle on the sofa and watch some Star Trek. Yeah. She's my old lady. Yeah, interesting so far, Painey. I love it. So thus far regarding the game, weirdly, the aesthetics of the game and the overall sort of feeling of it reminds me of this really, really old point-and-click adventure game that I once played. I'm struggling to remember its name. Something about dreaming. Like you wake up and like you're in like a diner and there's like a weird sort of futuristic sort of city, like something dreaming journey or something. But yeah, the whole conversation system with this is really interesting. What was that game called? Was it Dreamfall? Feels a bit similar to that in many ways. But it has been a long time since I played that. Hang on. Sorry, 1 minute. Sorry. Got crap stuck in my teeth. You alright, sweetie? She wants a cuddle. That's what she wants. You want to get picked up and get cuddled? Yeah. Boop. Right. Let's go find that body. Also, sorry, before I do chat, do you mind if I just wet the whistle? Just going to grab a quick drink. Hang on. Come on, let's go find a drink. Lulu's following me. What? Okay. Hi there, Mongo Fish. Hi there indeed. Hang on. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Let's go through... Oh, hang on. I can control my character with the arrow keys. Through the door, then. The door is bolted. A sign reads, Kitchen reserved for personnel until 1 o'clock. Is it here, maybe? Intellect.
The theme on that pinball machine is a standard royalist theme. Used on everything, from pinball cabinets to full-flavor cigarettes.
What are its hallmarks?
Clinging to a picture book version of the past century, waiting for the king to come back and cast out all the profiteers and homosexuals. Basically, imagine a yellow plastic crown with a liquor brand emblazoned on it.
Where do I get such a crown?
It comes free with a six-pack of Vermilion Roy d'Or. The words Roy d'Or are stamped into the crown's plastic.
I see. Okay. I'd rather like to know... I'd rather know more about the world of today.
The contemporary period stands still. The fated carousel of progress that doomed the royalists is itself winding down. Our time is decelerating into what no one knows.
I'm not sure I know what that means. So hi there, Mag. Hope you're very well. Quick look around. Wasn't there someone sleeping here? There is someone sleeping here. Who's this? One of the dock workers, maybe? Sleeping dock worker. A man is sleeping at the table, wearing mud-caked boots and rolled-down overalls. The back of his shirt reads Wild Pines, encircled by a logo with a tree.
A colourful piece of plastic is dangling from his carabiner. Makes your fingers itch.
I can pickpocket him, I believe.
On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine.
Wake him up. Inspect the pieces of plastic on the carabiner. Pick up the pills. I'll leave the pills. Don't steal a man's pills. Inspect the piece of plastic.
It's a dock worker's ID, doubling as a shift card and a job permit. A young, able-bodied man stares back at you from the photo. Santiago S. John.
No, don't nick it. Leave it. What's this? A bottle of rum has been knocked over. Beautiful, dark liquid is spilling out. Okay. Oh, hello.
That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. It's almost touching how syrupy and sticky it is. How long have you been up already?
Pretty long. It's drink o'clock. Not now. Not now. Oh, I see. Electrochemistry. Oh, is that my alcoholic brain speaking? Okay. Not now.
Oh, excuse me. Do you have something better to do than lust for sweet syrupy rum and lemonade? With a twist of lemon? Maybe lime. Maybe who cares? Just rum?
Maybe I should lick it before I go. No. Shut up, brain. Shut up. Weird. What would he think? This fucking idiot just didn't even know the concept of money. He looks up from his bird and sees the detective licking the table. Right. How do we get through? Can we get through? Did he say he said go through the door and then there was a hole in the fence, or did we go out the front and go through the hole in the fence? So that guy said that he had a motor car and a short-range radio, so things can't be that dire. Hello, where are we? Okay. Oh. Where are we indeed? Oh, look at that. So he does have a motor vehicle. And we're just militia, so... Alright then. What's this here? A heap of snow melts in this wheelbarrow. I can see the shoe. Oh, my shoe. Where's my shoe? Did I throw it? Yeah. There's my shoe. Is that my door? Is that my room? My shoe. How do I get my fucking shoe? Hang on. Are you one of the dock workers? No. Road sweeper? Aha, you are. You're manually sweeping the road of snow. Okay.
The RCM in Martinez. What can I help you with?
The young woman looks up at you. The RCM in Matinees. So we're in Matinees. RCM. Something the Revachol militia? Maybe? You sound surprised? Oh. No, need to click it.
We don't see a lot of police around here. That's all.
I have some questions for you.
Of course. What can I help you with?
Anyway, apparently you're a gardener. Okay, who are you exactly?
Me? I am just a gardener.
Good to meet you, just a gardener. Another question. No, sorry, what are you doing here?
I'm working.
Working on what?
I have a greenhouse in the yard there.
She gestures
I've
over
been
her
trying
shoulder.
to get some work done.
But...
Well, as you probably know, there's a corpse hanging from a tree there. It smells pretty bad, so I have to take breaks.
Don't worry, miss. We are here to clean it up. You can get to work soon.
Thank you. My head is about to explode from all the salts I've had to inhale.
She smiles politely.
Salts? Ammonium salts. Perhaps useful for later.
Okay. I'm not sure what that means, sorry. Ammonium salts. Okay. I have to run.
Of course. I won't hold you back.
Okay. Yes, indeed. Yes. Apologies, mild cup of tea. My questions posed are merely questions. I'm merely trying to speak my mind out loud, as a good live streamer should be doing. Don't worry. I'm not directly asking for any answers to any question I give to the chat. Don't worry.
If there's a corpse, then you're going to need those gloves for the autopsy.
One more thing. Could I borrow your gloves, please?
Sure. Keep them. I have another pair.
She hands you another. She hands you the rubber gloves with no visible annoyance. Thank you. Cool. The game is a little too loud, or is my mic too quiet? Is the game too loud? I'll turn it down just a little bit then. Hang on. There we go. I've dropped it down just a little bit. Yes, I'm still missing my bloody shoe. Can I click on it and my character will pathfind there? New. Is there a ladder or something? Okay. What's that there? The window where the guy was sleeping. No? Pigs Go Home. The street name is illegible. Pigs Go Home. Pigs referring to police or the occupiers? So there's some sort of strike going on. Was that guy they murdered? No, he's not a scab, the guy that was murdered. He was a mercenary? Guarding the warehouse? Let's have a look. Okay, so there's someone who's been murdered. Hello. It's a little ginger. Does he throw deer at me? Fuck. It's a lynching. So that's my physical... What is it? Smells like spoiled meat and curdled dairy. A human being decomposes. Yeah, Kuno, fuck him up, says the boy. You.
Kuno's got this.
The boy's throwing rocks at the dead body. The boy throwing rocks at the dead body can't be older than 12.
If there ever was such a thing as an ugly kid, then this is it. He's almost exquisite in his ugliness, like a gremlin.
Oh yeah, nappa comfy, Kuno!
Yells the other kid behind the fence. A moment of your time, please.
Can't talk, pig. Shit's coming up strong. Throwing rocks.
Shit coming up strong. That sounds good. Joyous. You should hang out with this kid and see what that juicy shit is all about.
Shut up. What the fuck? My fucking alcoholic brain.
Yeah, Kuno, ride the lightning, Kuno!
Is he high on something? Shit's coming up strong.
Kuno's riding it, see?
He wipes sweat from his brow and sends another rock flying.
The rake, Kuno! You should throw the rake at him, Kuno!
The fuck? Does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener.
How do you not know what a rake is, delinquent? Are you two kids siblings?
The fuck are you talking about?
He throws another rock.
He's calling us Kuno! He says we're fucking each other!
No. Oh, dear. Look, I don't have time for this. Okay, there's the greenhouse where she was working. So who is this? A mercenary.
The corpse
at the dock.
looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human. It's swollen and ready to burst. His lips are fish-like and his tongue like a ball gag in his mouth. You seem to be holding your breath.
I look down.
A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in, even through your clenched nostrils.
3% chance with my current endurance to let go of my nose without throwing up. God, what is that? Why is it so bad?
Active decay. It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is judging.
The lieutenant raises a white piece of linen to his nose.
He's about to blow! Cop's gonna blow, Kuno!
I turn away. Grim. A utility belt. They hung him from a... is that his belt? The kid's ladder is rickety, but it's still climbable. Intellect. The ladder for kids, it wouldn't hold the weight of a grown man. The ladder is for kids. Yeah. Hey kid. You wanna earn a rock? Hang on.
Can't you see I'm throwing rocks?
Kim, what should we do?
We shouldn't do anything. I don't tempt such forces.
What forces? Gingers?
You will see.
The language these kids are using, pure unfettered id. There will be no reasoning with those creatures.
I have some questions for you.
Alright, entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got, huh? Show me what you got.
Calm down.
The kid moves his hands like a basketball player dribbling fast. Irregular speech patterns, overconfidence. Could this kid be on drugs? This warrants further investigation into this Kuno.
Okay. The body, what do you know about it?
Shitload pig. What's your question?
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno!
This is where you quickly ask him questions. Real cop questions. Like a cop.
Have you seen anyone suspicious around?
Just a couple of pigs sniffing around in the dirt. That seems pretty fucking suspicious to Kuno.
You know, just saying, Kim, we could always report that there were 2 bodies hung up on the tree.
Yeah, you tell the faggoty, Kuno!
Do you know who he was?
Kuno's fuck imp. Kuno uses the fuck imp for target practice.
He's trying to hide the fact that he doesn't know.
Yes, evidently. So you don't know anything?
Kuno knows all kinds of shit. Kuno's not a snitch, that's all. Trying to make the Kuno sing into the popo phone.
Do you know how he got up there?
Probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down.
So you didn't see what happened?
You heard Kuno. Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revachol. Kuno wasn't regional.
He puffs himself up. Okay, where did you go then?
I don't know. Some fucking
He looks around, trying to come up with something.
Mesco, or I don't know, some other place. Night City. Kuno was in fucking Night City.
There is no Night City anywhere. That sounds like the name of a city in some pulp science fiction novel.
Ugh. Okay, about the dead body.
Yeah, Kuno didn't smoke him if that's what you mean.
He draws up snot up his nose. Ugh. Thank you, Dark Side Chemist and DK Decay.
Thanks, Kuno. That's one name you can now cross off the list.
More on this later. Right now, let's talk about something else.
You're testing Kuno's patience here.
Get lost,
Right. I want to discuss the body. About the crime scene. Do you kids often play in the yard?
Right, pig. This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. Fuck do you want with it?
That ladder. Do you ever climb it?
Look at that fucking shit. You're trying to get Kuno killed.
So you would say that the ladder is unclimbable?
Fuck does Kuno know? Kuno's not a fucking acrobat.
The lieutenant takes a quick note in his notebook.
It's a trap, Kuno! Don't climb it, Kuno!
Yeah. Talk about something else.
Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit.
Charming.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Well, he's a little shit, isn't he? If he is on drugs, I'm not so sure I want to send him up there. Don't want 2 dead bodies. Maybe when he breaks his neck. What's in the greenhouse? Someone is trying to grow herbs in the greenhouse. Ooh, sorry, 1 minute. Wait, green? Is that... Hang on. No, there's no green. It's just a generic icon. There we go. I can't seem to click it. Maybe I'm not at the correct level. Maybe I've got to be up above. River Shoal, bit of a shit show. Speak with that little delinquent. Yeah, what's this? R. The letter R wears a crown. On the ribbon below, a light above descending. Who the fuck are you?
Kuno, the pig's getting pretty close to me. Come to snuff my shit out, I think.
Take 1 step closer.
Looks like it's time for me to go, Kuno. Pig's come to take me in.
I just want to ask you some questions.
I'm going away for a long, long time, Kuno. Going away for life.
What's going on there? Fuck are you trying to pull, pig?
You there behind the fence. What are those strange words you use, girl?
I come from the woods, good Davidu. You don't want to go there with me. You don't want to see what I've seen.
So wait, the person in there, and the lady in the wheelchair, Lena, did say that Revachol is, what is it? On the sands, surrounded by pines? Are we surrounded by forests then?
Don't be traumatizing here. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, I gotcha. Are they travellers? Is that the idea? As in they're not static here? Right in the mouth hole. Okay. We need a way to cut it. Yeah,
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell. Emitting it is all it does now.
We need some way to cut it down. Do I have anything that can help me on that front? We need some sort of tool. Kim, what are we going to do?
Yes?
Okay. Tell me about the case.
What do you want to know?
If we're from different precincts, why are we on the same case?
I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a pissing competition.
What do you mean?
You don't know? I assumed you were in on it.
I don't remember being in on anything.
That's good.
Okay. Tell me about it.
It's just stupidity. We shouldn't waste any more time on it. If you want my take, ask me after we've inspected the victim.
Okay. Let's go.
Was there anything else you wanted to know about the case?
No, it's all I need for now.
Good.
Although, yes, I am noticing that you're scribbling stuff down into your notepad. I wonder if you're scribbling stuff down about the case or scribbling stuff down about me. Okay, let's keep exploring. What's this in my pack? Kind green ape pen. A pen with a green ape head on one end. Seems to be meditating. Lots of random plastic shit. Old, too. Okay. What's this here? Rue de Saint Ghislaine, 8B. Look around. There are bottles inside. You could pick them up if you had a bag. Need to get my shoe back, really. Oh, wait a minute, sorry. I did find the gloves. Do I put the gloves on? Then maybe I can touch the body? Oh, yes, of course, the tab, yeah. Oh, yeah, good shout. There's stuff I can analyze which I didn't think of. One second, let me just put the, can I put the gloves on? Are they already on? Hat, shirt, gloves. Gloves, clothing, there we go. Gloves. Thick latex gardening gloves in classic canary yellow. Maybe I should retire. Take up gardening as a hobby. It's worth a thought. Tools, items, there we go. Alright. Can I touch the body now?
There he still is,
No.
looking right through you.
I turn away. What's this over here? Take all. Some money and some magnesium. Healing items gained. Magnesium. Alright. What's this here? Footprint?
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here.
Visual calculus. Medium 12. Get an exact count. Okay.
Maybe more than 12. No. 8 pairs of boots have shuffled back and forth in the mud.
Cool. 8 pairs of boots. Alright. Go over them one by one.
1. Standard work boot. Steel reinforced toes. Number 46. 2. Standard work boot. Steel reinforced toes. Number 44. 3. Hobnailed work boot. Steel reinforced toes. Number 43. 4. Standard work boot. Number 45 or 46.
Which is it?
You don't know. It's a miracle you can tell the prints apart as it is. The cold must have preserved them. 5. Another standard work boot. Steel reinforced toes. Number 44. 6. An aberration. Light as air. Even pace. Same make of boot, but number 41.
Male or female? Maybe child? Light as air. Male or female?
Impossible to tell. Could also have been an adolescent. The gait is undeveloped.
Okay, so at least 8 people. I'm pretty good at this, aren't I?
You're not bad. It's as if the whole world darkens. Everything else has a thin film of unimportance on it, and the tracks burn in the middle of it, in a strange, beautiful way.
Count the rest.
7. The glowing outline of a standard work boot. Number 46. But the imprints are twice as deep as the others. The weight exceeds 200 kilograms.
So 8 people, one potentially very young, adolescent, someone potentially very fat, all wearing similar work boots by the sounds of it. So maybe they are dock workers.
8. And yet another standard work boot. Number 44. There's an aberration in the pattern of the sole, however. The right sole is smoother, more worn.
More worn. More worn. Smoother, more worn? Why would it be more worn? Does someone have an artificial leg, maybe?
How many?
8.
I was pretty off then. I counted 20.
The same guys are going back and forth.
I never got the hang of it. Hyperopia. Do you see anything out of the ordinary?
He points to his glasses. A heavy one. 200 kilograms imprint.
200? Could it be the combined weight of 2 people, one carrying the other who's tied up? Let's say a heavily built worker carrying a similarly built, soon-to-be-dead man.
He might be right. 200 kilograms of living weight is unlikely.
Okay. It could be an extremely obese person.
From here, the boot the victim wears.
The lieutenant stops mid-sentence. A sudden change in the wind direction blows the stench of rotting meat right into your face. He tries to continue.
It's bad. Very bad. Before you can heave, the wind changes direction again. The greenhouse plastic flapping in its gusts.
He appears to be wearing some kind of armored boots. I can't see any exotic prints here. Someone had to carry him. Are any of the other prints deep enough?
Don't draw attention to the smell. Someone had to carry him. Yeah. No. None of the other prints are deep enough.
An obese person is becoming less likely.
Yeah. Okay, so one of them was carrying... So was the body already dead, or was he kicking and thrashing? I mean, only one person was carrying a full-grown man? Almost suggests that he was already dead, or over his shoulder or something. Yeah, one of them was carrying him over.
Possibly, yes.
The lieutenant marked something down in his notebook.
But why?
You're thinking, why did they have to carry him? Well, presumably because he wasn't conscious?
Yes, they could have used a makeshift stretcher or just march him up to the gallows.
Yes. Maybe the victim wasn't conscious.
Even easier to carry on a stretcher, or between two men. Anyway, it's for future consideration. What else can you see?
Light step, number 41 shoe.
A woman? Or a kid?
Could be a kid.
Okay. How do you know?
Well, personally, I doubt... I don't know. If we're talking like 8 guys, dock workers, well, I don't really know much about Revachol, but are they really going to have a tiny woman with them? Surely it's going to be some teenager or something, you know.
He knows it's hard to discern sex from a person's gait.
Just thinking insofar as like dynamics of a group of people all wearing the same type of shoe. Yeah, I don't know for sure, of course. Yeah, I don't know.
Understood. Anything else?
An aberration. One soul is smoother than the others.
Interesting. Let's name it the Odd Soul.
Do you have any ideas, Lieutenant?
Someone operating a workbench with a pedal? Like a joiner at the harbor. Or maybe a drummer?
A drummer? Why drummer? I don't use a drum. What? Sorry, I mean, as in they kick a pedal repeatedly? Okay. So one of the people we're looking for is a drummer?
No, it's not. Forget I said it. We are not looking for a drummer. Perhaps it could be a driver. A driver would wear out the right shoe before the left. The accelerator is on the right.
Okay. Or it could just be, I don't know. I'm just thinking, does someone have like an artificial foot or something? Well, no, then it'd probably be a totally different type of depression, and you'd have no reason to put the boot on. No, okay. Somebody with a more worn right shoe. Thank you, Jackie P. Thank you, Guardian of the Gulag and Darkside. For those joining, this is a sort of a crime detective type game with lots of cool narrative shit going on. Or like cool chat related shit. Okay. I nod thoughtfully.
We should keep our eyes open around the traffic jam. See whether anyone strikes out as a potential suspect. Seems prudent, no?
Yes, prudent. Traffic jam? What?
Mm-hmm.
The lieutenant writes the information down into his notebook, then reverts to the tracks in the mud. How old do you think these tracks are?
A week, maybe? 7 days would fit the time frame provided to us by the caller, who reported the hanging.
It is not impossible.
Wait a minute. Sorry, just had a thought. There's no chance that potentially our gardener going back and forth has left prints? If one of them is lighter than the others? Could we just be looking at our gardener? Okay, how do you know?
I pulled last week's forecast for coastal Revachol. 7 days below freezing. The day before, the day of his hanging, was the last warm day.
Yeah, so it made the mud, and then the footprints froze.
Correct again. Sub-zero temperatures would preserve the tracks in a good state. The commotion here could have taken place a week ago.
Okay. What do you think happened here?
What do I think? A mob of people brought something heavy to the tree. One of them was carrying the victim. They shuffled around, especially under the tree. Then, after hoisting him up, they stood in a semicircle facing his direction. At first glance, this appears to be a lynching.
Indeed. They all stood in a row here, and looked at the tree. Yes, everything fit so well. Carried him over, hoisted him up, watched him hang. This is easy.
I think we have a firm understanding of what happened here.
The lieutenant's eyes narrow. He's thinking to himself.
Either way. What else?
I think we've been through all of it. Okay. Auto-saving. Can we get him down now?
There he still is.
No. Turn away. What's that? Morale. Does he have his own stats? No. Okay, now what? Find the other shoe. I see, I do have a list of tasks. Inspect the body hanging in the backyard. Okay, need to suppress the urge to throw up. Oh, see, I need to suppress my urge to throw up. Suppress my urge to throw up. How can one do that? What were those magnesium things? Hang on. Equipped items. Tools, clothing, interact. I found some magnesium. Is that like a sickness pill or something? How do I find it? Let me click the second thing and see what happens. Hang on. Quick save.
There he still is.
Endurance.
Looking right
3%.
through.
Oh.
The smell is repulsive. It pushes in from your mouth, more instant and more familiar than anything you'd expected. More fever than odor. It fills your mind, flushing you from within.
I try to walk away. Do I succeed? Uh-oh. No, I did not. Oh, Dilkerim. Ugh. Well, that's revolting.
Too late. It's impossible to keep in. Your body curls and pushes it out, burst by burst, until a pool of vomit lies under your feet, and your throat stings from the stomach acid. The smell of Commodore Red rises from the pool. Among it, distilled spirit and bits of shish kebab.
God.
It's okay. Happens to everyone. Keep it.
The lieutenant hands you his white handkerchief. Thanks. I wipe my mouth.
The hangover is clearly making this worse for you. You could use some ammonia to clear your head.
Oh yeah, she said, yeah. Where can we get ammonia from?
That young woman, the gardener, mentioned she used salts for the smell.
He nods towards the plaza.
If she doesn't have any, there might be some in the fruit store nearby.
Acquiring ammonia will provide a modifier to the white check. Modifiers make checks easier and allow you to retry them.
I turn away. That was a weirdly bad AI voice addition there. Did you hear that? The way she said retry them. Let's go speak to the gardener. Okay. There's my shoe. Hello.
Hello again, officer. How are things?
Do you still have those salts? I think I could use some.
Sure. I'm done with them.
She takes a small capsule out of her breast pocket and hands it to me.
Go easy on that stuff. It gave me a terrible headache.
I have to run. Thank you. Okay. So it adds some modifier then, does it? This way. Well, not AI. Text-to-speech, Mikey. Alright, so there's the corpse. So, items. Here we go. The lieutenant's handkerchief. Ampule of ammonia. A thin glass tube wrapped in cotton netting used to treat fainting spells. Produced by Baptiste even, Pharmaceuticals. How does one take it? Do I walk up to the corpse with it?
There he still is.
No. It's chewable. Interact, maybe? New? I don't know.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white
8%.
eyes. The body below is entirely
Let's try it.
dedicated.
Here we
The
go.
ammonia only makes it worse.
Oh,
The
really?
combination forces tears out of your ducts. You manage to keep it in once. The second time,
Oh no.
not so much. When the vomiting is done, your cheeks are wet with tears.
Bloody hell. Bloody hell, the ammonia didn't help at all. I don't think I want to be a cop anymore.
Nor does the wind right now.
You feel the lieutenant pat your back rhythmically.
I've seen strong men turn themselves inside out for hours. You are facing tough odds here. Alcohol withdrawal makes it considerably harder.
Okay. Why can't I keep this in if I've been a cop my whole life?
I've seen captains puke their guts out. It never gets easier. You never get used to the smell. Every Monday is cadaver day. Throw up, investigate. Throw up, initial autopsy. Throw up, bag it.
He pats your back again.
Then drive to the station. Maybe throw up on the way there if you didn't bag the thing tight enough.
You seem fine.
I think I've lost my sense of smell.
A white lie.
Yeah.
Not being hungover helps too.
Yeah. Do it without me. I just can't keep it down. Can't we do something else? I think I want to solve something else now.
That's probably a good idea. Clear our head. But before we can do that,
He withdraws his hands from his back and looks you. Sorry, he withdraws his hand from your back and looks you in the eye.
you need to get your shit together.
No. Okay.
We should go talk to the locals. Find something else to do while the wind changes. It's pretty bad right now.
You've gained a thought. When this dialogue is over, go to your thought cabinet and internalize it for special bonuses and effects.
You've gained a thought for the first time in your life. Be concerned if you're 35 and you're in the kitchen and suddenly that voice plays. You've gained a thought. Only just now? Okay.
Give it half an hour. Get yourself together. Then come back and have another go.
Right. Okay. Turn away and leave. Cool. Okay. The music goes a bit wonky here. What other tasks do I have? Need to retrieve my bloody shoe. That's for sure. So hang on. I've gained a thought. What does that do? Here we go. Thought. Can I level things up? Oh, sorry. Encyclopedia. Is that my thought? Is that what I gained? 1 point here, maybe? Am I using Twitch chat integration? God, no, Jelly. Absolutely not. It would be a shit show. Knowing this chat. Also, hi there, Sam. Blind? I'm blind? Am I blind? What did I miss? Blind. Level up. Don't have enough skill points. Oh, I closed the tab instantly without looking. Did I? Whoops. He really is blind. Blind again. What have I missed? What are you looking at? Oh, look at that. Is that my brain? Built bottom right. Bottom right. No, I think I am blind. You're going to scream, green button, green button. Green button. On this screen or a different screen? That's the inventory. That's the journal. That's my thought cabinet. Oh, sorry, I'm with you. Internalize. What's this? Huh. What's this screen? Unlock. Unlock what exactly? Okay. Internalize. What does that mean? Oh, temporary research bonus. What's this? Volumetric shit compressor. What? Problem solution. Your shit is a part, and it's rather unbecoming of a cop and a human being. It's supposed to be the opposite of that. Together, compressed in a small area. To achieve a solid level of shit compression, squeeze your butt cheeks together for 30 minutes. Do something similar with the two hemispheres of your brain. Okay. This is like a pep talk, I suppose. So internalize. Volumetric shit compressor. Okay. What does that do for me? Problem solution. Okay. Is it doing something? I can do other things here. What's this? Sorry, internalize. Trouble is, am I spending stuff? Oh, wait 30 minutes. I'm with you. Okay. Research time. Oh, interesting. Okay. Right. Cool. If you'll forgive me, folks, I'm getting so it's been a bit of a long day, and I'm getting a bit tired. But no, this has been fun. I'll probably wrap it up there and pick this up again later. But yeah, well, how was it? I mean, yes. Sorry, I'm probably driving people crazy. Kim, man, my man, you're getting a bit close right about now. What the fuck is this? Why is the ground shattered? Jesus. Yes. So first impressions, good. Yeah, I love the whole mechanic, the dialogue mechanics, and with your own brain being sarcastic with you. So I'm sure I'll continue. Yes, I take it this isn't normal, the fucking profile picture that I've managed to get by grinning at the mirror. Great. Right. I'm sure I'll continue this, I've no doubt. But anyway, well, thank you for watching, and thank you for subbing if you did. Thank you, Maria. Please know that I've got another 2 days of work, maximum, until the bullshittery video is edited end to end. That doesn't mean complete. It's SWAT 4 / ready or not, by the way. So in a couple of days' time, I should have it edited end to end. At which point, I'm gonna start feeding it through the quality assurance process. So yeah, give me. Well, I'm not sure, to be honest. A week and 2 days. Well, it depends how quickly I get it through the QA. But yeah, it's going fine. Everything's going fine, and yeah, I'm gonna crack on. As for right now, I'm going to go and find the dog. I'm going to pick up the dog. I'm going to cuddle the dog. And then we're both going to sit in front of an episode of Star Trek. And I'm going to eat some crisps. And yeah, just give the dog a really, really good snuggle. So that's my plan for this evening. But thank you for being here. Thank you for your company, everybody. Right, hang on. Save the game. Go back to the main menu. Right. Cool. Well, thank you again. Let me leave you in the company of... Hang on. So SWAT Night is on, Digby's on, Zeiss is on, and my brother is on. Let me hand you over to Digby. So ZF Digby is currently playing some squad. He's running around doing some mill stuff. Yeah, military shooter stuff. So I will leave you with ZF Digby. Thank you again, everyone. Have a lovely, lovely weekend.